not trying to be sarcastic, like, I actually don't know what that means in terms of the context for what's going on here. Oh, hey. This isn't a real loading screen. Contact initiated between pod 042 and 153. I thought you guys were already making contact with each other, no? I thought that's what those weird cutscenes were. Like, I assumed you guys had some sort of wireless link. Am I supposed to press A? I'm supposed to press A. My bad. What's the matter, pod 42? Protocol is not an interface intended for conversational use. Yeah, it's a loading screen. Acknowledged. However, this pod has confidential transmission for pod 153. Begin transmission. An error has been detected in the transmission network. Said error is fragmented data caused by deterioration of the transformation environment. Is that why the loading screen is freaking out, or maybe so? However, it may also not be so. Message unclear, clarification requested. After repeated information exchange between multiple pods, an unexpected phenomenon has occurred. We pods have developed unusually protective feelings towards support targets 2B, A2, and 9S. Could this be our will? Unknown. The definition of will is unclear. Will is the question of whether pods are capable of their own self-determination. Even if it were possible, such actions cannot be abided. Successful mission fulfillment is all that matters. Whatever the case, we tactical support units have a duty to see this through to the end. Duty? Huh. You sounded like an android just there. She's saying, huh. They're pretty sentient now, huh? Agreed, but just as androids are influenced by humans, so are we tied to our creators. Perhaps. Pod 153, do not die. This concept of death has no meaning to tactical support units. However, your expression of concern is appreciated. I also hope that you do not die, Pod 042. Yeah.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete.
I guess they're
maintenance mode complete.
way more significant characters
9S.
now, huh?
Activate.
How are you doing, 9S?
Good morning, 9S.
Missed your chance at revenge? What's going on here?
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle.
Sure did.
Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode.
How long was
Fall
that?
location was deemed too dangerous. Thus, said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation
Wait, did
complete.
the pod transport me here?
Operator.
It can do that? It can
Operator
lift me?
model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh.
Yeah, she was fairly gone. I mean,
Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired.
hey, nice job, pod. Tower we go, I
The
guess?
required number of authentication keys have been acquired.
Yeah, to the tower we
is
go.
now open for investigation.
I believe we have to go through the
Good.
sewers, right? What are we gonna find at the towers? Is it gonna be Adam and Eve again? Are they not dead? You know, I honestly think they're probably just dead. I don't really see them coming back, but, you know, maybe they will. Who knows? At least something's got to be responsible for the virus, right? You know, give me a second, guys. Intel, unit data. Let's see, androids. 21.0. Okay, yeah, this is 21.0. Common skilled analysis, thus operator, was originally in charge of relaying messages to 9S. Personally requested to have her equipment transferred to a B model for the drop, after which she joined the battle as 21B before going missing. Eventually encountered again at the resource recovery unit in the amusement park ruins, where she had already been overrun by the virus. In the end, A2 had no choice but to take her life. Okay, yeah, so she is a victim of the scary virus thing, as before. That's unfortunate. 21.0 is cool, right? I liked 6.0 more, but, you know, we knew for sure that 6.0 was dead. Watch 6.0 come back, you know. Watch me be super wrong. I don't know. I feel like she's pretty confidently dead. Since we blew up the bunker, and we can confirm that she was on the bunker. She was speaking to us as we were fighting through it. Last thing to do, I guess. Alright. let's try unlocking these things, eh? These smaller things? Oh, no, these are just the small keys. Alright. Can I hack this? What happens if I hack this? Okay. Alright, let's be smart about this. If we can avoid fights, let's do it. Okay, yeah, I don't even want to... Ah, I have to go in the middle area. Okay. Just shoot from afar. This place isn't timed, so we got all the time in the world to get through this area. Oh no, it is totally timed. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. What is this? It's just a... Do I just have to unlock the outside parts before getting in the inside? Maybe. Sure. What's the significance of their shapes? That one is really thin. This one is short and conical. And that one is also short and conical, but this one extends outward again? I don't know. Maybe they're just random shapes, and I'm trying to look for meaning where there is none, huh? Okay, we gotta be quick, right? Yeah, there we go. Nice and quick. Cool. Watch me find out later that if I, like, took my time and destroyed every one thing, there's, like, a secret collectible or secret intel there. That's usually how these things work. There we go. I know. Trying to hack. Last one, right? Oh, we got a few. Last one. Nice. The tower should be open, right?
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the subunits.
Alright. Here we go.
It's waiting for you inside the tower.
You know, Adam might actually be still alive. This ivory tower material is his thing that he made.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising.
Oh, jeez, I have to hack this a lot, don't I?
Over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Let's see if I can just hack it and dodge everyone. Is that going down? No, it's still going up very slowly. Come on, there. Ow! I thought I dodged that one. No, guess not. Is this even doing anything? Should I just fight these guys? I think I should just fight these guys, eh? Yeah, I need to fight these guys because the hack level slowly goes down, so...
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Yeah, they won't.
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Is it 9S?
Allies?
Or A2? Oh!
Wait, you?
Popola and Devola!
9S? We've been expecting you.
Oh god. Oh my god,
The two of us will take things from here.
my heart almost
You
skipped
need
a
to
little.
open the door to the tower.
It's literally the same as the scene from the original Nier, so...
Devola? Popola? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
Okay,
None
okay,
of this
I'm
makes
going.
any sense!
I'm going.
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
Trying to hack. Oh, it's this music! Oh, okay, alright. I'm just gonna sit here and cry. Don't worry about it, guys. You guys should download the Nier
We've
soundtrack,
got
or
this,
vibe, or
9S.
something.
You just focus on hacking.
Hey, I'm trying. Yeah, and of course Devola and Popola are huge badasses. But yeah, whoa, I got legitimately scared that I had to fight Devola and Popola. Not because their boss fight in the original Nier is anything difficult. They're actually one of the easier bosses, in my opinion, but... Ow, ow. Hey, what are you guys doing? I thought you guys were covering me. Alright.
You need to hack the tower lock open.
I'm trying. I'm trying. It looks like in this game, Devola and Popola are like 100% good guys now, so that's kind of cool. Come on. There we go. I got it. Please don't tell me I'm timed. Doesn't look like I'm timed. Alright. Come on. Ow. Let's just see if we can race through this, eh? Okay, you know, racing through it might not be the best idea. Ow. Oh god. Oh, thank god they let me start at the beginning. I was like, I don't want to have to hack through this again. Come on. No? Oh, I really have to get rid of all the enemies. Huh. My bad. I thought we could just speed through this. Suppose not. There we go. That sounds like it opened up. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, if those didn't move, then... what am I supposed to do here?
This barrier.
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit its self-consciousness data to lose control.
That does not sound like a good idea.
The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
As bad as not going in at all.
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Oh no!
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devola and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devola! Right.
Just throw that kid in.
Help you. Don't regret this.
Oh no! And now she's totally dead too. I think. I don't know. I don't know what this loading screen is. This entire thing is incredibly confusing. Alert! Data records discovered for units Devola and Popola. Open it now or open it later? Let's open it now. What would open it later do? Just continue on with 9S, maybe? Okay. Well, we've got a bit of reading ahead of us, so I'm going to take a break and... Actually, should I? Yeah, let's just read. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all, because our models, the Devola and Popola models, are defective. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When we first spoke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. So, in case you guys are wondering, this probably will have a lot to do with the plot of the original Nier, which... I don't know how much they'll reveal here. I won't go over it myself, but if they don't, and if they don't talk about it much, and you guys are curious, you know, maybe look up a wiki article, go see a playthrough, something, I don't know. This is the sole mission of the twin Devola and Popola models. It's the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were observed to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah, watch out! Devola staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find out she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on. We have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. It'll be quick. Devola grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied. Artificial blood, I guess? I don't know. Peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devola's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry. What is this option? The wrong option? Okay, check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors, as well as some tools. None of which will be easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devola. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sis. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devola's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. They wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devola crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Yeah, this black scrawl is also from Nier. So, if you guys are lost, another reminder to go look at Nier. Huh? Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay. I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now, my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail. Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night, we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Popola and Devola models from another town. Yeah, okay, so there's multiple of the twins for every city, I guess? The wind rubs my cheeks. The sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devola loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg all right? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much time left. And yet, she continues to smile. Also, I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious. Beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. But then she smiled, and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day, I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I've seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Why do the resistance people, they still haven't explained that? You know, I'm sure they will. I'll shut up. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed. all due to the actions of the Devola and Popola models from another town. The Devola and Popola from Nier 1. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. Is the human server that's on the moon just replicant data? Like, is it not even actual humans? That's interesting. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devola and Popola models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small. A few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Okay, that makes more sense. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devola, met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed. Everything went red. And then, she smiled at me. "It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do." But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devil and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devola and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devola being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devola, and for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devola? I'm alright, as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devola's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anywhere on the planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I'll reach out and touch Devola's cheek or support Devola's body. There isn't really like a right choice here, or I guess we'll support Devola's body. As long as we have bodies to support one another, as long as I have someone with whom to share my fate, then I will press on no matter what happens to me, because I won't ever stop protecting her. I won't stop. No one stops. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. And I guess they eventually make their way to the resistance camp that we know of, you know? The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devola and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt. Oh, that's really shitty. Okay.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devola and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
Aw. Alright.
Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all?
That's another
all
good
material
question.
Transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
Yeah, you think? Whoa.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Okay. We are really high. That's like the atmosphere, isn't it? Jeez. Oh, saving is possible? Is saving possible? Looks like I can save. Alright. Well, when we get back, I guess we'll find a way to complete this tower, huh? Alright. See you guys later.